This is the third year in a row that I've been feeding this little bird. In the near future, I'll be telling the full story of how this all came to be. But tonight, let's sit down and experience up close the beautiful, cheery American robin. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. This beautiful evening, we're going to be feeding a North American robin female that I have been feeding for 3 years now. Here she is. North American robins are in the thrush family and have these beautiful, cheery songs that they sing. But this girl is, I believe she's on her first brood. As you can see, she is stacking up these little mealworms in her beak to deliver them back to the babies in the nest. What I'm doing now is I'm just trying to reinforce the fact that she can be right next to me and nothing's going to happen to her. So I'll just toss a worm like this. Well, see, she's going to deliver that round of worms to the babies now in the nest. North American robins generally live, sadly, an average of 2 to 3 years in the wild. They're birds that will always look for food on the ground, and that makes them susceptible to a lot of predators. So see what I'm doing here. I've been talking a lot around her so that she is used to my voice. She's a little talkative this evening. What we're going to do here is we're going to get her to eat out of my hand. So I toss one. See, she's a little hesitant. And it's really funny because after she delivers a round of worms to the babies, she'll come back and she'll have a few for herself. So that's what she's doing right now. See, she's snapping those up real fast. This is a wild bird, and this is 3 years of hard work. And it's really paid off. And there's something just so fulfilling about this, doing this. Good girl. I'm gonna give her a few more. It's so funny to watch her she tries to stack up as many as she can in her beak, and sometimes she's dropping them all at once. She'll have to pick them all up again. Come on, girl. Ooh. She got me. A little pinch. Let's do a few more here. So one of the things that you may have seen me do over the years is I would lay on my belly, and that would kind of encourage her to eat out of my hand. Because I'm lower to the ground, I pose less of a psychological threat in her mind if I'm low to the ground. But this is actually the first year I've been able to just sit upright like this and have her eat out of my hand. It's a neat little milestone. Let's see here. So these are live mealworms, and she just loves these live mealworms. So I'll tell you the story about how I started feeding this girl and her mate at the time 3 years ago. I started with taking these live mealworms, and I would take a straw and I'd put them in the straw and just like air deliver them across the lawn because I couldn't get close to her or her mate. As birds are, in the wild, it's hard to get within, 20 feet of them without spooking them. But I kept delivering those worms to her through the straw so it would give some distance between me and her mate. Good girl. And little by little, she would get closer and closer and closer until I was able to just pretty much just toss them like that. And I fed her. All through the year. And then fall came, and I didn't see her for a year. And I thought to myself, what if she came back? How would I know if she came back? And I believe it was a day in April. There was a pair of birds in the yard, and I went out there, and they got so close to me. I was sure in that moment, these are the same birds. I couldn't believe it. And the same thing happened at the beginning of... Is there one down there? I can't even tell. Here, girl. I was a little worried that she wouldn't come back this year because it was very recently that she came back. I was trying to determine which one was potentially her. I would throw worms in the yard. And the robins just didn't seem to catch on. I thought, man, she's not here this year. And I had given up, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to go through the whole process again of trying to befriend one of these little birds. And it wasn't 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was sitting right out here where I am now, and I saw her for the first time. She flew right over and landed within a couple feet of myself and my brother. We were sitting talking in the driveway in a couple lawn chairs. And I said, bro, that's my bird. I can't believe it. And here she is today. Let's get her to eat out of my hand here again. Come on, girl. Come on. That little sound that I do with my mouth, I've been doing that over the years too. Come on, girl. Come on. Oh, she couldn't resist. Do you see that? She had it in her beak ready to take it back to the babies, but she had to have a snack for herself. There's another one for you, girl. Good girl. So, this is her. Come on, girl. Come on. So what I'm going to do now, after she takes these, I'll just give her this last one here. Here. Come on, girl. Come on. So I just made it easy for her. She didn't have to put her head down. So I'm going to try to elevate my hand. Let's see what we can do here. I just felt her neck. That was funny. Come on, girl. Come on. What she's probably going to do is jump up in my hand and then fly away real quick. Because at the end of the day, she's still a wild bird. Look at her stretching her wings. She'll probably do the left one now. No. Come on. Come on, girl. She doesn't want to jump in my hand. That's still a little scary. I get it, girl. Good girl. I think what I'm going to try is, I'm just going to try to use 2 hands and just cup them. There she goes. Back to the nest. There's a little rabbit over there. See that? Come here, girl. Come on. So what I like to do is I like to just take the worm and I like to set it like this and not move my hand away. And that shows her that there's nothing to be worried about. Come here. Come on. Come here. Look. So here's what we'll do. We'll take one, kind of lure her in like this. And I'll just cup my hands so she can see them. I knew she was going to go for that one. Come here, girl. Come on. Come on. They're still here. That's a new record.